Now, most guys order the stock pressure washer gun, hose, wand, and foam cannon with the pressure washer and never think twice about it. Until they actually use it, you know what? Then they're disappointed. That's costing you comfort, control, and the ease of use every single time you wash your car, and it's just a waste of money. So today I'm showing you every accessory I actually use on my MaxFlow MPro 25 Gen 2, which you can use on just about every other electric pressure washer, and exactly why each one of these has earned a spot in my current ideal DIY car pressure washer setup. Now, by the end of this video, you know exactly what you need and what's compatible for the ultimate do-it-yourself car pressure wash system for your cars. Now, the biggest upgrade you can make for ease of use is adding the OG spec Mosmatic swiveling gun. The difference between this and what comes in the standard kit is night and day. This one swivels, so you're not fighting the hose angle every time you move around the car. It's much shorter because there's no wand attached, so because of that, it's much easier to use when adding a foam cannon and makes rinsing a breeze. Pair that with a Mosmatic stainless steel bent wand. It's 20 inches long. That bend gets you up and under rocker panels and wheel wells without crouching down every 5 seconds. It's also perfect for washing the roof on SUVs and pickup trucks. And it's stainless, so no rust ever. Then the Mosmatic 40-degree nozzle assembly with the 4.5 orifice. Same safe spray pattern I talked about in the last video, just in a fully stainless, built-to-last housing instead of the plastic stock tip. But most importantly, the end is surrounded by rubber, so just in case you touch the car, you won't damage the paint. Sure, it's more money than sticking with what's in the box, but this combo is the one upgrade I tell you to make first if you only make one. Next, the MJJC Pro V 3.0 Ultimate Foam Cannon. I mentioned an aftermarket cannon in my last video, and this is the one I actually use. Thicker foam, better dwell time on the panel, and a much more adjustable mix ratio than the stock foam blaster that comes in the box with the standard kit. With its stainless steel components and heavy-duty bottle, the build quality is absolutely amazing. This thing's going to last forever. Now let's talk about what's feeding water into the machine, because this side gets ignored constantly. I run a Flexzilla 5/8-inch 25-foot garden hose. It gives lots of flow, stays flexible even when it's cold out, doesn't kink on itself, and it's just easy to coil up and put away. If you want the option of having more than one hose task connected at once, the Yanwu garden hose splitter lets you run this pressure washer or a regular hose off the same spigot without disconnecting anything. You just open and close the valves. And for actually connecting all the hoses, a stainless steel quick disconnect kit, M22 14mm. Once these are on, swapping hoses or disconnecting for storage takes about 2 seconds instead of wrestling with and wearing out the threaded fittings. On the high pressure side, I've upgraded to this UberFlex kink resistant hose, 1/4 inch, rated at 3100 PSI, 50 feet with the 22mm connectors. That extra length and lighter weight makes all the difference in the world. It means I'm not dragging the whole pressure washer around the driveway, and kink resistance actually means something with this hose. Coiling it up after when you're done is super easy. Now, if you have one of the active pressure washers like the 2.0 or 2.3, you'll need to get a metal-lined high-pressure hose, and I'll put a link to one of those in the description down below. Last one, and it's a small thing that makes a real difference. A stainless steel hose holder. Doesn't sound exciting, I know, but a hose that's actually coiled and mounted instead of piled on the garage floor is easier to use, lasts longer, far less susceptible to damage, and you're not constantly tripping over it. Now, how about some frequently asked questions? Do you actually need the bent wand, or is that overkill? Well, if you're only ever spraying flat panels, you could skip it. But the second you're doing wheel wells, rockers, or anything high, like the top of an SUV or a pickup truck, or low that requires bending your knees, it's going to save your back and those knees. Is it worth upgrading the gun? If the stock one still works fine, well, honestly, it's the one upgrade that's here about you, not the machine. The ease of use, your wrist, and your wash time will tell you it's definitely worth it. Do I need the quick disconnect kit if I'm not swapping hoses often? Well, probably it's not critical, but once you've used them, going back to threading a hose fitting every time, it definitely feels like a chore. For me, I also have a gas pressure washer that I use for around the outside of my house, and with those quick connects, I can easily use all of these same accessories on that pressure washer too. But if you're connecting hoses every time you wash your car, the wear and tear on the fittings and wasted time, you know, it gets old real fast. So that's the full accessory lineup I actually run on my MaxFlow MPro 25 Gen 2. Now, if you missed it, my full review and setup walkthrough on the best DIY pressure washer for cars is right here. That's where all of this starts. Which of these upgrades are you adding to your setup? Tell me down below. I read every one.